Hey, hockey fans! Welcome back to the Oilers Fanatic. Today, we conclude the Pacific Division Comparison Series, taking a look at the Oilers' 7 Pacific Division rivals. In these comparison videos, I focused on the goaltending, top 4 defensemen, and top 6 forwards. I'll take a look at the full roster for each team in my Pacific Division rundown and standings prediction video, which will be posted in the coming days. The sources for the numbers and line combinations I'll use for my comparisons are Cap Friendly and Daily Faceoff. In our first 6 installments, we covered the Vancouver Canucks, Los Angeles Kings, Anaheim Ducks, San Jose Sharks, Vegas Golden Knights, and Seattle Kraken. We conclude our series with a look at the Calgary Flames. Last season, the Flames failed to qualify for the playoffs. Their key issues last season were goaltending, turnover in coaching, and overall consistency. Some key additions they made over the summer include Blake Coleman, Tyler Pitlick, and Nikita Zadorov. Let's begin by comparing the goaltenders. Mike Smith versus Jacob Markstrom. Mike Smith finished last year with a goals against average of 2.31 and a save percentage of .923 in 32 games. Jacob Markstrom finished last year with a goals against average of 2.68 and a save percentage of .904 in 43 games. Smith was the superior goaltender last season, but Markstrom has the stronger recent track record coming in. I have a feeling Markstrom bounces back. If he doesn't, the Flames are in serious trouble. Based on a comeback from Markstrom, I'm going to give him the edge. Mikko Koskinen versus, well, it could be Daniel Vladar, but as of now, it's not clear who Calgary's backup will be. They may still be adding another goaltender. If it is Vladar, I would give the edge to Koskinen based off of Vladar's very limited NHL experience. But the comparison could change depending on who they go with. Right now, I give the edge to Koskinen. Overall, it's a draw in goal. Let's move on to the defense. We are going to look at the top 4 D-men for each team. Darnell Nurse versus Noah Hanifin. Hanifin is a good defenseman, but Nurse has produced the stronger numbers and proven himself an elite number 1. Nurse takes the edge. Tyson Barrie versus Chris Tanev. Tanev doesn't produce the points that Barrie does, but he's stronger in all other areas. Tanev takes the edge in this matchup. Duncan Keith versus Nikita Zadorov. Looking at their numbers for the past few years, Keith has been stronger, although Zadorov does have a better plus-minus the past few seasons. I think that will improve this year for Keith, though, so I'm going to give him the edge. Cody Ceci versus Rasmus Andersson. This is a close call. Andersson is better points-wise, but Ceci has the stronger plus-minus. I'm going to call it a draw. By a score of 2-1, I give the overall edge to Edmonton. I'll now compare the projected top 6 forwards for each team. I'm placing Zack Kassian in the top 6 based on him being signed, his current salary, and speculation he will be given an opportunity there. It can very easily end up being Kailer Yamamoto or another right winger in that slot. Zach Hyman versus Johnny Gaudreau. Hyman should have a breakout year playing with Connor, but I'd be hard-pressed to rate him higher than Gaudreau in this comparison. Gaudreau takes the edge. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins versus Andrew Mangiapane. Mangiapane has the stronger plus-minus, but Nuge pretty much doubles him in points every season. Nuge takes the edge. Connor McDavid versus Elias Lindholm. Daily Faceoff has Sean Monahan listed on the 3rd line, so you won't find him facing McDavid or Draisaitl. But he wouldn't top them anyway, and neither does Lindholm. He's a great player, but no match for Connor. Leon Draisaitl versus Mikael Backlund. As I just mentioned, no Monahan in this slot, but it doesn't matter. Monahan and Backlund are both behind Draisaitl. He takes the edge. Jesse Puljujarvi versus Matthew Tkachuk. As an Oilers fan, I can't stand the guy, but that means he's doing his job. Jesse looked great last season, but Tkachuk is the superior player in this comparison. Zack Kassian versus Blake Coleman. There is no comparison. Stanley Cup champion Blake Coleman easily takes the edge. Overall, with a 3-3 tie, it's a draw. Final tally, goaltending, a draw, defense to Edmonton, and forwards is a draw. With 2 draws and 1 winning category, Edmonton takes the edge in this matchup. This concludes the Pacific Division Comparison Series. Be on the lookout for my Pacific Division rundown and standings preview, where I predict how I think the standings will look and go over the roster of each team. What do you guys think? Who will finish higher in the standings? Sound off in the comments below. Enjoying the videos? Please like and subscribe for all the latest Oilers content. You've been listening to The Fanatic. Thanks for being a fan.